inform you about an arrest of a Nigerian man suspected to have killed a woman and her daughter in Nigeria and ran to hide in Ghana.
The Ghana immigration, don't they do thorough checkups? Don't they do thorough investigation on people entering the country for allowing them to enter the country?
I just don't know the kind of news we wake up to as Nigerians all the time, every day. Like most of this news we see is actually quite devastating. According to the report, a Nigerian guy by name Victor, 26 years old, has been reportedly arrested in Ghana. So what this guy did was that he unalived a government official in Nigeria alongside with her daughter. He unalived a road safety staff with the daughter in Nigeria, Ogun State to be precise, and he fled to Ghana to hide. So basically, he used Ghana as his hideout. So Ghana police arrested him alongside with his friends, and they has been sent back to Nigeria for further interrogation. I'm going to let you guys listen to the videos how he got arrested, and of course every other concerning videos that has to do with this whole thing. And the moment Ghanaians we are seeing begging their government that they should please tighten up their borders, and the immigration officer should be held accountable for all this whole thing. Please watch these videos and let me know what you think in the comments.
Well, the Eastern South Police Command has arrested a Nigerian national suspected of murder who was hiding out in Achimwenchi. The suspect is alleged to have murdered a road safety officer and her daughter in Nigeria before fleeing into Ghana to evade arrest. Well, the Eastern South Commander DCOP Ohinibwedi Bosman says the suspect will be processed and handed over to security authorities in Nigeria for further investigation and prosecution. Well, our correspondent Yvonne Nico is joining us with more details on this. Yvonne, how does the police service intend to collaborate with other agencies to track such undocumented immigrants?
Well, Juliet, for a while now, we've seen quite a number of immigrants pouring into the country, especially in host communities. Several of these immigrants are coming from the West African sub-region, meaning Nigerians, Nigerians, name them, all coming in to do mining. But this particular one is an issue of a fugitive who was allegedly committed murder. But the first thing is, how does the police intend to deal with them, especially when many of them are not documented and coming in through our porous borders? DCOP George Ohinibwedi says, in collaboration with the immigration officers and other allied bodies, they intend to crack down on them, especially intensifying the investigative department and its intelligence police to ensure that such incidents don't happen. We would have to listen to him.
Suspect Victor Benjamin Fujumil Kum, 26 years, was arrested based on an interception of a viral video, which it was being alleged that he has adopted and murdered a lady who works with the Road Safety Corps, that is FRSC, and her daughter in Abeokuta, Ogun State in Nigeria. The suspect was wanted by the Nigeria police, but he ran to Ghana to hide with his friends at Achimwenchi, a suburb of Asia. Eastern South Regional Police Command, on receipt of the information that the suspect was hiding in his friend's house at Akwetia, quickly deployed an intelligence-led operations to arrest the suspect in his hideout at Achimwenchi in the Eastern region. The suspect is currently in police custody as frantic efforts are underway to hand him over to the Nigerian authorities. We assure the public of sustained operations to deal with any criminal activities in the jurisdiction. On this note, I want to advise the general public that if they see any suspicious character or group of people whose behavior they feel is not tending to good security, they should inform the Ghana Police Service in the nearby for us to be able to arrest these people.
And Yvonne, how has the local community reacted to the arrest of the fugitive in that area?
You know, it's being a shock to them. Of course, they do know that quite a number of them are with them in the mining activities, but to have someone who have just coming, being a suspect fugitive at that, they've been thrown into a surprise state because really, brother to brother, living in a community to have known that the police have identified you as a suspect. Well, they're just hoping that some of these fugitives will not come into the community again, because already we're dealing with antisocial vices in these communities already. And to have such a person in the community, it means that it becomes a security threat to them.
First of all, the Ghana immigration, don't they do thorough checkups? Don't they do thorough investigation on people entering the country for allowing them to enter the country? Like they'll just come, then they'll allow you to enter the country. Don't they do proper investigation and background check on people before allowing them into the country? So on the 21st, in Nigeria, it was announced that this woman and her daughter were missing on the 21st of this month. So it was announced that they were missing. On the 22nd, they were found, their bodies were found. They were unalived and their body mutilated. And according to them, it was for some herbal something. So they were kidnapped on the 21st, and then on the 22nd, their dead bodies and mutilated bodies were found. On the 23rd, on that same 22nd, this man, Victor, his posters started making out that he is the one that did that heinous thing. And then on the 23rd, it was announced that he was arrested in Ghana. So in the space of 5 days of this man kidnapping, unaliving, and deleting people, he crossed 2 borders and entered into Ghana. And the immigration people allowed this man to enter without doing any proper background check. So imagine the number of hardened Nigerian criminals in Ghana here. Just imagine the number of them. Because this one, it was one that. So imagine the number of hardened criminals that our immigration have allowed to enter into this country. And guess what? He will continue to do in this country if he was not arrested. Our immigration agents, they are weak, and our president. That's something I like. Radical president like Putin and Kim Jong-un. Sometimes your head for be hard. You just be allowing everybody to enter into the country. So he has been arrested. As I said, imagine the number of hardened criminals in our country here. Just imagine. There are 4 million Nigerians in Ghana. Those 4 million Nigerians, can all of them do legit jobs in Ghana? We Ghanaians say we are crying for job. Can they do it? If we are allowing everybody into the country, if we talk, they'll say they envy us, they hate us. God will punish everybody allowing these criminals into our country. That's a fact. God will punish them one by one.
Ghana Immigration Service for more sorry, oh Ghana Immigration Service for more sorry. Ghana Immigration Service for more sorry. Ghana Immigration Service for more sorry. Breaking news, guys. Information is a cast here and say a branch be already 26. Nigerian branch here. Or ya medra, okum nipetu. Okum obi ne mame. Obi ne ba, okum omu na di omu nkwa fi omu nsem. Na odi sa aboni ni wie ye no as usual. Abane sa na so dwana no bebi dwania kwa na ye Ghana. E na wo ba Ghana na wakose wenchi. Breaking news I see a police for the abane say ene ya motimi achi omo sa aban sa Ghana aban sa koka akwa no wenchi ho bebi a chese asem no kwa odwon wa wonti ase na Ghana Immigration Service for ofan he no ba oban ni mu Ghana Immigration Service for mo sorry nipa ne fa he no ra Ghana ha e ba ne se no kotina wenchi mundim so obi sa ba Ghana ha akotina wenchi Ghana Immigration Service for mo sorry na your borders no ye kan as ye pekasa do ye comfortable say ye ne nkofo mu kunkum nipa betina afei area ba ko na fie ba ko sisi Nigeria ni oti medaechi minim so oku nipa oni krom no aba o so oku nipa yo oni crack e bia ye cancel am fie.
Due to the insecurity problem in Nigeria, a lot of Nigerians are actually moving out of the country as we speak. A video coming from some of their airports suggests that most of them are actually leaving the country for fear of their lives, and the fact that, in the northern part of the country, there's insurgents and acts of terrorism. Most of these people leaving the country are not actually leaving Nigeria to either the UK or the US, right? They are coming into other African countries. And from what you are hearing, most of them are coming into Ghana. Because of the English that we speak, it makes sense for them not to go to Cameroon, for them not to go to Benin, for them not to go to Togo, but for them to come straight into Ghana. Now, one thing that is actually helping them to actually come into Ghana and get infiltrated into the population is because of the Hausa language. Now, if you go to Nigeria, most of us focus on the Yoruba and the Igbos, right? But the predominant language or ethnic group in Nigeria is actually the Hausas. They form about 30 to 35% of the population, right? a breakdown will tell you that Yoruba has about 15.5% of the population. Igbos have about 15.2% of the population. Then you have the Fulani who form about 6% of the population. Now, the reason they could actually move into Ghana without us noticing is because of the Hausa language. In Ghana, Hausa is also, a language spoken here, right? And it is the same language that is spoken in Nigeria too. So when they are moving in here, most of them disguise themselves as Ghanaians because they could speak the Hausa language. So at the border or at the immigration checkpoints, they speak this Hausa language and they move in. Most of the Nigerians, most of the Malians, most of the Guineans, a lot of them speak this Hausa language. So that is how come they're able to move into Ghana with ease. What is happening in Nigeria? Nobody wants to stay in the country any longer. And if they are moving out of the country, their default destination is Ghana, bro. The population of Ghana is just 35.3 million. The population of Nigeria is around 240 million people, right? So if 30% of 240 million people are actually houses, and these people are actually moving out of their country, even if all of them do not come into Ghana, most of them will come into Ghana, or a substantial number of them will come into Ghana, because Ghana looks like the most stable country in the entire sub-region. If you don't pay attention to this, it will get to a point in time where the Hausa population in Ghana will become massive. And when it becomes massive, that is where the problem starts. They start to claim ownership. They start to use this whole Islamic laws and order. They start to push for things to be done their way. And that is where it creates substantial problem. I'm not saying all houses are bad, but I'm just saying that if you pay attention to what is happening in Africa and especially in our sub-region, the Hausa population are mostly Muslims, right? So when they become huge in your country, they start to push for their things to be done their way. We don't want that to happen in Ghana. In Nigeria, as we speak, there has been about 3 kidnappings in the northern part. The Kebi girls, you can't find them. See, we shouldn't be like, oh, Ghana, we are hospitable. We actually need to be on the lookout for these Hausa people who are disguising themselves as Ghanaians and send them back into Nigeria.
How can a Fulani man be recruited into our army? I don't understand. Is everything okay? Is everything okay? What is going on right now? How can a Fulani man be recruited into our army, into our immigration? How can a Fulani man? Is everything okay? Okay. I'm beginning to understand the reason why they are recruiting Fulani people into our immigration, into our army. Because the current president right now says that his grandmother or his mother from Nigeria is from Nigeria. So it is possible that they can recruit Fulani people into our immigration. Me, I don't understand though.
So which year did you finish your SS?
I don't know what is happening right now.
Why do you choose?
And look at the guy. He can't even express himself. And look at his attitude. Look at his demeanor, his behavior, the way he's doing things. I don't know. Charlie, me, I don't understand. Me, I don't get this thing. Me, I don't get this thing. A Fulani man be recruited. Where is Ghana going?
Yeah. Okay.
You can Nigeria for someone. Na omwanka se bebu yese di ntini akoka ye mpe o masem ne there be untimi kwotena Nigeria enkoye fake documents enfen live ho enfen ni bone enkrofo yo mugina mapompam ayo so ma yesa ate na omugina ho no. I don't think it's a Ghana document na omo forge na omo nya no omo de ye ne omo papa wo Ghana yi mu ha omo de ye business bia asamo ma ho aye genuine business eya ni omo bone nko a na omo de gu Ghana ha omo de ye ewudisem atrenchie ni omo pasa e no omo de ye. It sells them right. So those people out there no omo so use na omudi bone no, it will serve this as an example to them. Into unbelievable why here?
I am good. Before I continue, before I start with this whole video, let me quickly give applause and credit to Ghana Police, because They tried so hard to get this guy arrested. It's a plus, right? It's a plus to them, because now, according to the report, this guy has been declared wanted in Nigeria, and he packed up his bag and fled to Ghana. I am not really pleased with the whole thing, because I believe that had he was checked well, there's no way he would be allowed to enter Ghana. Does he have the papers? How come? I don't know. I remember I just knew the reasons why we have so many Ghanaians crying out that they want their immigration officers to tighten up their borders. Be intentional, because how on earth can they arrest a Nigerian, notorious Nigerian murderer, unalived a government official? And let me say something. The reason why even Nigerian police were even looking for this guy is because the person that he unalived is a government official. Road safety workers are federal government workers. Yes, they are being paid by federal government, not state government. So now, and he didn't just unalive this lady, he also unalived the daughter. And he fled to Ogun State. He did that in Ogun State, sorry. And then he went to Ghana to hide. This is why I don't just know. You know, Nigeria is actually very, very difficult to defend. You see, this is my country, Nigeria. It is very, very difficult to defend, because on daily basis, we wake up to so many devastating, numerous, terrible news that sometimes we ask ourselves, is it the same God that created Ghanaians? Is it the same person that created Nigerians? This is my face unfiltered. Forget I'm sweating. Like, I said, I don't want to do voiceover on this video, because I want you guys to see my face, so that if we are talking, like, we'll be rapping together. Every time we make videos complaining about things that we Nigerians are doing, some people will be in the comment section. Stop. Talk about your content. Stop. Nigerians. Even some Nigerians will be attacking us. Now, I want to ask you, am I the person that asked this guy to unalive these people? And he looked for any place to go. He went and ran to Ghana. That means it's actually safe to say that we have a lot of Nigerian criminals hiding in Ghana. Because this one was so unfortunate that they caught him. I would like to say unfortunate for him, but of course unfortunate for us. Because if we can be arresting all these dubious, crazy thieves, criminals, you know, I believe that probably they will say that Ghana cannot be their hideouts. All of them will sit up and know that there's no way you will continue to go to Ghana to hide, because you'll be fished out at the long run. You'll be fished out and disgraced, and of course taken back. So what these people did, that was they really sent him back to Nigeria to service them, because he was declared wanted in Nigeria. He was declared wanted in Nigeria, and he ran with his friends to Ghana, terrorizing Ghana. Do you know how many people he must have unalived again in Ghana? No wonder they were looking for some immigration officers. Maybe he even has hand in it, allegedly. Maybe he allegedly has hand in it, because this one man, the only thing he does is to unalive people. A murderer, just 26 years old, and you have the mind to unalive a road safety staff alongside with the daughter, and then upon any country that you want to go to is Ghana. I don't know what to say, guys. Sometimes I struggle so much to come. That's why if you see me sweating, like the news, we are still complaining about the bandits, the insecurity, a lot of things going on in Nigeria that we cannot control. Because it's more like it's overpowering our president. I don't know if you guys heard the speech our president said. He said he's undergoing emotional breakdown, that he's in tears. He doesn't like, it's more like he doesn't know what to do again. And now people, individuals, are also unaliving their fellow individuals in Nigeria and then fleeing. They run away to Ghana to hide. I have a lot of problem with this guy hiding in Ghana. I have 1,000,001 problem with this guy hiding in Ghana. Hide in Nigeria, commit your crime in Nigeria and stay in Nigeria and serve your punishment. Why are you going to Ghana to go there and cause problem for Nigerians living in Ghana? Every day we are on the blacklist, on the black book of terrible things that we are doing, and you oh my God. Kilo shele gongo. Like, what is the problem? Ogini neme. Ogini. Someone cannot drink water and keep copy as a Nigerian. Every day, bad news. Every day, alleged news. Up and down. Please, guys, let me know what you think about the whole video shared here. I'm actually very devastated, sad, like sweaty, feeling miserable at this point. But then again, this video have to go on today. If this is your first time coming across my face, my name is Ujuya. Welcome to Uncut with Uju. Don't make your last by subscribing. And please let me know what you think about this Victor, 26 years old guy that committed such a dubious act in Nigeria and then went to hide in Ghana.